A family had enjoyed 3 prosperous generations. Wealth was abundant, and their children and grandchildren lived in peace and stability. Yet, within just a few years, everything started to change. No matter how much money they earned, they could not seem to hold on to it. People who used to get along suddenly argued all the time. The elders in the house began to suffer from more illnesses, while the younger ones encountered one misfortune after another. What was most bizarre was how everything happened so quietly, little by little, as if some invisible force was slowly draining all the good fortune out of that home. They searched for every possible explanation: work stress, health issues, the pressures of daily life. But in the end, they discovered the real cause was hidden in the most familiar things around them. Everyday objects, the kind every household owns and uses regularly. But if placed in the wrong location, these items could disrupt the energy flow in the home, weaken health, drive away prosperity, and strip away peace. Feng Shui teaches that every home is like a river of energy. If the river flows smoothly, the household thrives. But if it is blocked by items with bad form, the energy flow reverses and misfortune begins to settle in. Many families do not realize this until their lives are shaken by one disruption after another. This video will help you identify 7 common household items that may seem harmless, but can become extremely dangerous if placed incorrectly. More importantly, you will learn how to reposition them so your home becomes brighter, healthier, and more inviting to wealth and good fortune. Just a few small changes can bring a sense of relief and a noticeable shift in luck that you will genuinely feel. Before we begin, take a moment to affirm something positive and open your home to fresh, uplifting energy. My home is now receiving new light and prosperity. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel so you will not miss out on more mysterious Feng Shui stories that could shift the energy of your entire household. And from that discovery, a hidden truth gradually came to light. It was the familiar, everyday objects around them that were quietly shaping the energy and fortune of the home. Now, let us take a look at each item that carries such powerful influence. First, mirrors. In Feng Shui, mirrors are considered portals of energy. They reflect, amplify, and duplicate whatever they are facing. If that is light, warmth, or the beauty of a space, the energy becomes expansive and vibrant. But if a mirror reflects something negative, a wrong direction, a distorted image, or an area with bad energy, it amplifies that too. That is why mirrors can be both helpful and harmful, depending on where they are placed. One of the most common Feng Shui mistakes is placing a mirror directly across from the front door. To many people, this is simply a trick to make the house look bigger. But in Feng Shui, the front door is the main entry point for wealth and opportunity. When a mirror is placed directly across from it, the good energy is instantly bounced back out, like a guest being turned away the moment they arrive. Over time, this can lead to delays at work, money flowing in and out without staying, and good luck that never quite settles in. A mirror facing the bed brings a different kind of issue. The bedroom is where energy is restored, where the body and mind rest after a long day. When a mirror reflects the bed, it creates the feeling of being watched, disturbing sleep, making the mind uneasy, and sometimes even triggering conflict in relationships. Even those who do not believe in spiritual energy often report feeling unsettled when sleeping in a room where a mirror faces the bed, especially at night. Then, there is the mirror that reflects water, like a sink, running faucet, or even a basin filled with water. In Feng Shui, water represents wealth and the flow of money. When a mirror reflects water, it doubles the image of that water flowing away, symbolizing financial loss or uncontrolled spending. This effect is even stronger if the mirror is placed near the kitchen or in the home's wealth corner. The key point is this: mirrors are not bad in themselves, but they must be placed correctly. Mirrors should reflect natural light, beautiful areas of the home, or images that bring a sense of harmony. Avoid placing them where strong energy flows or in places with tension or chaos. In many homes, mirrors are used to make small spaces feel bigger or to decorate narrow hallways. But simply shifting a mirror to another wall, changing the angle of reflection, or replacing one that faces the bed can bring about a noticeable change in the energy and feeling of the space. Second, trash bins. In Feng Shui, trash bins represent things that are no longer needed. They carry the energy of endings, of letting go. This is completely fine, as long as they are placed in the right spot. But if positioned incorrectly, trash bins can become magnets for negative energy, affecting wealth, health, and harmony in the household. One of the worst spots for a trash bin is right next to the front door. Remember, the front door is where life energy enters, the path for good fortune and opportunity. Placing a trash bin near it sends a strong symbolic message. Whatever good comes in gets thrown out immediately. Even if you do not believe in Feng Shui, opening your front door to the sight of a trash can still creates a heavy, cluttered feeling. Over time, this subtle discomfort can lead to a mental environment where money slips away, savings are hard to build, and surprise expenses appear more frequently. When a trash bin is placed near the kitchen or in the wealth corner, it sends a different signal. The kitchen is a symbol of nourishment and abundance. In many cultures, it is considered the heart of the home, the place that holds warmth and prosperity. Putting a trash bin too close to the kitchen allows the energy of waste to collide with the energy of nourishment, making it harder for wealth to stay. Likewise, a trash bin in the wealth corner, the area that supports financial energy, can pull good energy down, leading to instability in income and financial growth that never seems to take off. An uncovered trash bin, or one that is always left open, presents a more subtle yet powerful problem. In Feng Shui, bad odors, moisture, and waste carry very low energy. When the lid is left open, that energy spreads into the space, affecting mood, causing discomfort, and disrupting family harmony. People who live in such environments often feel drained, unfocused, irritable, all of which influence how they handle money and relationships. The important thing to remember is, a trash bin is not a bad item. It just needs to be in the right spot and kept clean. Many families place trash bins in the kitchen or near the entrance for convenience, but simply moving it to a more hidden corner, using one with a secure lid, and keeping the area tidy can dramatically shift the energy in your home. Third, dead plants. In Feng Shui, green plants are symbols of life. A healthy plant not only adds beauty, but also brings a refreshing, vibrant energy that makes a space feel alive. But when a plant starts to wither, its leaves turn yellow, or it completely dies. Its meaning changes instantly. Instead of giving off life energy, it begins to generate a heavy and stagnant atmosphere. A dead plant in the home is seen as a sign that positive energy is weakening. While the cause might be simple, lack of water, light, or proper care, the visual of a dying plant still brings the energy of decay. This impacts the emotions of everyone in the house, because no one feels uplifted when looking at something that is clearly dying. It drains motivation and adds a sense of emotional heaviness. If a dead plant is in the wealth corner, the effect becomes even stronger. This corner is supposed to support growth, prosperity, and financial flow. A dying plant in this area is like a signal that money is drying up, opportunities are blocked, and income may be slowing down. Many families do not notice until they go through a tough time, then look over and realize the plant in that spot has been dead for a long time. In a bedroom, a dead plant carries yet another layer of meaning. The bedroom is meant to be peaceful, a place where energy can be restored. A wilted or dried out plant brings in quiet sadness, which disrupts sleep and makes it hard for the mind to relax. People who are sensitive to their environment often feel this more intensely at night. Dead plants left too long also attract mold, tiny insects, and the musty smell of old soil, all of which further lower the energy quality in the home. A dried-out plant pot becomes a dead zone where energy stops moving, negatively affecting the space around it. The good news is, a dead plant is not a permanent bad omen. It is simply a reminder that the home needs a refresh. Removing it, cleaning the area, and replacing it with a healthy plant can instantly change the atmosphere. A touch of greenery can brighten the entire room and bring back a sense of vitality. Fourth, old calendars. In Feng Shui, time is not just a number on a page. It is an ever-flowing energy. When an old calendar remains hanging after the year has passed, it gives the impression that time has stopped, that something outdated is still being held onto. Even as a simple decorative item, an old calendar can create stagnation in the energy, making it harder for luck and progress to move forward. An outdated calendar represents the past, things that no longer belong in the present. When it is in the home, especially in visible places like the living room or office, it sends an unconscious message that energy is stuck in old patterns. This can lead to delays in plans, slow progress at work, and a general heaviness in the emotional atmosphere. For those looking to welcome new beginnings, better careers, more stable finances, or a brighter mindset, keeping an old calendar is like blocking your own path. Some families do not notice the effect until they begin to feel that life is going in circles, stuck in a rut, with no breakthrough in sight. An old calendar in the bedroom adds another layer of concern. The bedroom should be a soft, restorative space, but an expired calendar hanging on the wall can make the mind feel overloaded, like a part of you is trapped in yesterday. People sensitive to energy often describe this as a constant tiredness they cannot explain. In the wealth corner, an old calendar stops the flow of money. It brings a sense of stagnation, like planting a seed, but never watering it. No matter how fertile the soil is, nothing will grow. In many homes, just replacing the old calendar and cleaning the surrounding space is enough to bring in a sense of freshness and possibility. Another reason old calendars affect the energy of a home is their appearance. Many old calendars become yellowed, curled at the edges, or gather dust. These small visual cues make the whole space feel dated and dull. Old energy brings old emotions, and old emotions are not the ones that create change. The bottom line is, old calendars are not bad in themselves. They are simply signals that it is time to refresh your relationship with time. Taking down the expired calendar, wiping the wall clean, and putting up a new one can immediately shift the atmosphere of your home. The change is not just visual. It opens up the energy to flow more freely. Fifth, gloomy or dark artwork. In Feng Shui, the images we hang in our homes are more than just decorations. They carry energy, emotions, and even their own stories. Each time our eyes pass over a painting, the subconscious mind picks up on the message it sends. When the artwork is bright, balanced, and uplifting, it brings a light and pleasant energy into the home. But when the image is dark, desolate, or lonely, the overall energy in the house gets pulled down in exactly the same direction. A painting that shows a storm, sharp rocks, a dead forest, or a lonely figure can add a heaviness to the space, often without anyone realizing it. These images quietly plant feelings of stress, fear, or sadness into the mind. This effect is especially strong when such artwork is placed in visible areas like the living room or entryway, the places that most directly shape our daily emotional state. Dark or heavy artwork in the bedroom creates an even stronger energy. The bedroom is meant to be a place of rest and renewal. When that space is filled with gloomy images, the mind can easily fall into fatigue, sleep becomes restless, and it is harder to relax or feel at peace. Some people find themselves feeling anxious or waking up suddenly during the night without knowing why. And often, it comes down to a single painting on the wall. In particular, negative imagery in the wealth corner can block the flow of money. This area needs bright, expanding energy. It symbolizes growth and abundance. If the artwork here shows poverty, isolation, or danger, it sends a silent message that wealth and luck will be hard to attract. Many families only notice this when work slows down, income stagnates, or unexpected obstacles keep popping up. One reason gloomy artwork has such a strong effect is because it tends to stay in the house for a long time. Unlike other items that get cleaned or replaced regularly, wall art often stays in the same spot for years, and few people think about updating it. This allows negative energy to settle in and linger, subtly influencing the moods of everyone in the home. It is also important to note that it is not just the subject of the image, but also the use of dark colors, harsh lines, or chaotic layouts that can reduce the warmth of a home. A painting can be artistic and well-made, but if it radiates gloom, it will still bring a cold, lifeless feeling into the space. So instead, choose images that carry positive energy: light, blooming flowers, greenery, vibrant nature scenes, or warm family moments. These images are not just pleasing to the eye, they also help the flow of energy in the house become more harmonious and welcoming to good fortune. Sixth, dim lighting. In Feng Shui, light is seen as the breath of a home. Bright light helps energy move freely, brings warmth, and creates a sense of safety. On the other hand, dim or flickering light can make a space feel cold, lifeless, and heavy, often without people realizing it. Dim lighting does not just make a room look darker. It directly affects the emotional state and energy flow of the household. A dim light in the living room weakens the central energy of the home. This is the space where guests are welcomed and where family members talk, laugh, and connect. When the lighting here is too weak, the emotional connection between people tends to feel colder. Those living in the house may feel less inclined to talk, more tired, and less motivated to enjoy everyday activities. It all happens quietly, as if a layer of invisible dust is dulling the atmosphere. Dim lighting at the front door has an even stronger meaning. The main entrance is where fortune and opportunities come in. If the light is weak here, it is like the path for good energy is blocked or hidden. Families who live in dim spaces often describe having trouble starting new projects, struggling to attract luck, or missing important opportunities, without fully understanding why. When the light is low, positive energy cannot find its way in, and luck may come, but quickly disappear. In the kitchen, the heart of nourishment and prosperity, Dim light also creates a noticeable effect. When lighting is poor, the kitchen feels cold and lifeless, which weakens the energy of abundance. A dark kitchen often makes people less inspired to cook, which over time can affect both health and family connection. A flickering light, one that goes on and off, carries an even more unstable energy. It symbolizes fluctuating energy, a lack of balance, and can trigger anxiety or mental restlessness. People living under flickering lights often find it hard to concentrate, worry more, or struggle with decision-making. The uneven rhythm keeps the mind in a state of alertness, even when there is no real danger. Dim light in the bedroom can also affect the quality of rest. Low lighting makes the room feel cold, less secure, and can lead to shallow sleep, chaotic dreams, or a heavy feeling upon waking. Many people notice a real improvement in their sleep quality simply by changing the light bulb in their room. 7th, stopped clocks. In Feng Shui, clocks are more than just time-telling devices. They represent the flow of time, the rhythm of life, and the constant movement of energy within a home. When a clock stops working, the image of frozen time can deeply affect the energy of the space in ways many people never expect. A dead clock hanging on the wall is like a moment that is permanently stuck. It disrupts the energy flow, creating a sense of stillness and delay throughout the house. Even if no one notices it directly, the stagnant energy a stopped clock gives off can silently influence the home, leading to delays, unfinished plans, and a lack of motivation. This effect is especially strong if the clock is in the living room or central part of the home. The living room is where fresh energy comes in, reflecting the life of the entire household. A stopped clock in this space can unintentionally symbolize blockage or a lack of progress. Many people describe feeling like life is not moving forward, even though everything seems normal, only to later realize that the clock has been frozen for months. In a home office, a stopped clock has even greater impact. This is the space for planning, decision-making, and future goals. If time is frozen here, it becomes harder to find motivation, start new projects, or stay focused. Some people feel like they are working hard, but not getting results, as if their personal timeline is stuck in one place. In the bedroom, a stopped clock can disturb the energy of rest. Even though it is small, it brings a sense of stillness that affects the quality of sleep, often causing people to wake up feeling tired or emotionally heavy. A clock with motionless hands creates an overly quiet, lifeless atmosphere, quietly dragging down your mood and your ability to start the day with energy. Stopped clocks also tend to gather dust, contain old batteries, or develop stains on the glass, all of which reinforce stale energy and a sense of being tied to the past. In Feng Shui, the slowing of time is seen as a form of energy blockage. It makes it harder for new intentions to take root and for opportunities to enter. Ignoring a stopped clock is not about the object being bad. It is because it sends the wrong message into your home. Everything is standing still. And whether we realize it or not, we are influenced by that message every time we walk by. So the best advice is to either replace the battery, fix the clock, or if it is no longer needed, take it down. That small action is enough to restart the flow of time and reawaken the energy movement in your home. When we take a closer look at the familiar objects in our home, it becomes clear that changes in energy and fortune do not always come from something dramatic. They often begin with the smallest details: a mirror placed in the wrong spot, a trash bin too close to the door, a dead plant left unnoticed, or a clock that has stopped ticking. All of these play a role in shaping the energy flow around the family. And when that energy is thrown off balance, wealth, health, and peace of mind can be affected right along with it. Feng Shui is not some distant mystical concept. It is simply the art of arranging your space in a way that feels more open, more balanced, and easier to breathe in. Just shifting a few items, replacing something old, bringing in more light, or adding a healthy green plant to a quiet corner. These small adjustments can bring life energy back into the home. The little changes you make today could lead to big transformations in the future. If you feel connected to this message and want to continue exploring Feng Shui secrets that can bring more prosperity and peace to your family, leave a comment below. Right. I am welcoming new energy into my home. And do not forget to subscribe to this channel so you will not miss the next stories, where each video brings a new insight that could open the door to better energy for your home and your life.